On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on their in-state rivals, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
180! Regular. What's that?
Mayfield to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Bucs had 7 and 4 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Good. 180! Run. What's that?
And again, it's Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Scott. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Does a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Carlson able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Red on red. Here we go.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Hey, Soko.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
23. Hey, son.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with
like
sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole
little
thing.
bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Scott. Now he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Jaguars 3. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And the Jaguars first down.
Lisa 24.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Hey. All right, here we go.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
A 56-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
180!
Mayfield down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
180!
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Jaguars 3. Daniel Carlson
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Buccaneers have it.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10.
Hey, Ron! Here we go.
Lawrence. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop them with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Hey, kill! Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
11. Hey, Soko.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Red.
Going for it, here's ETN.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
16-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Here's Mayfield.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. Now a run here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jaguars 3. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Hey, Ginger, time.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jaguars 3. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On play action, Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Hey, Lion.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 24, Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
180! What's up?
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Good. 180! Done!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And the defense closes quickly there, and will get maybe a yard to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
What's up?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
At the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And tough.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. So quit my white cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps setting